Hi Taurus, how are you? I hope that you are doing so well. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Nina, otherwise known as Sinfulpluto, and today we are doing your February 2020 predictions. All right, before I get into anything about the reading, I just want to announce that I am hosting a 14-day tarot challenge on my Instagram and Twitter called 14 Days of Valentine's with Sinfulpluto. And basically it is just a tarot challenge where every day you are asked a question and you pull some cards to see what comes out for you. And it basically is meant to encourage you to reflect, to contemplate, and to ponder different aspects of ourselves in relation to love, in relation to self-empowerment and taking care of ourselves, and habits that we might need to work on releasing, what we need to acknowledge within ourselves, how we can better ourselves in regards to love, both towards ourselves and to others, and things like that, right? So yeah, that's on my Instagram and on my Twitter at Sinfulpluto if you are interested in checking them out. And if you do end up participating, I would love if you could use the hashtag Sinfulpluto Valentines to show me your results and your contemplations and reflections and whatnot. So yeah. So moving on from that, let's get right into the reading. And before we do, I just want to disclaim that this is a general reading, okay? This is not going to apply to everyone, and that is okay. Take what resonates and leave the rest that doesn't. Use your critical thinking and your discernment while watching these videos. Not everything that I say is set in stone. Please take it all with a grain of salt, all right? You know yourself better than I know you, all right? This is just general energy that I am reading, all right? So yeah, this is going to apply to Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Today I am using the Starseed Oracle, and I am using the Layla Olive Ophidia Rosa Tarot. For anyone who's interested, it looks like this. I really love it. I'll try to remember to link it down below. So let's just go ahead and get started. So the card that I pulled from you from the Starseed Oracle is called, and it says, soul gifts and training, it is time to step up. And that is what it looks like. So Taurus, in the month of February, I see you being called to pursue something, or maybe you have been feeling called to pursue something, but maybe you have been feeling hesitant, or you have been reluctant for some sort of reason, or you've been holding back, procrastinating, whatever it is. I really feel that February is a month for you to pursue this thing. This is a thing for you to really explore that. I feel that in February, you are going to be discovering some gifts about yourself that were kind of latent in the past that you weren't entirely aware of. I feel that those gifts are really going to be flourishing, and I feel that February is definitely an opportunity for you to fine-tune those gifts, to make them a lot more precise, to basically train them, to train yourself in some sort of way, however that might resonate with you. If there's a project that you want to pursue, if there's a job that you want to go for, whatever it is that you are interested in, February is really saying, and this card is really saying that it's, you know, it's time for you to step up. It's time for you to go ahead and pursue that thing. And I think that you're going to end up being very prosperous. I think it's that February is definitely a time of like really expanding yourself and opening yourself up to different possibilities. And I feel that it's definitely a time for you to kind of take on a bunch of new skills and talents and things like that. I feel like you are going to be discovering a lot of talents that are encouraged to be put to good use. So yeah. All right. So let's go ahead into the tarot. Let's see what is in store for you in February. All right. So what is in store for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the month of February 2020? So the Six of Wands fell out. Okay. I'm not taking this as a card because I wasn't ready, but Six of Wands flipped over. So there could be some fame or recognition that you reach in February, which is really exciting. Or maybe there's something that you need to acknowledge, or maybe there's some sort of victory that you will experience this month, which is also great. All right. What is in store for Taurus in the month of February 2020? What should Tauruses be looking forward to this month? Oops. What do they need to know? What do they need to be aware of? What should they be expecting? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Damn, y'all really don't want to talk. They're like, no, fuck you. I'm kidding. All right, we got a card. We got the Knight of Pentacles. Oof. February is definitely a time of patience and determination for you, Taurus. All right, this is the Knight of Pentacles. We have Strength, so the Leo card. Determination, self-discipline is so important for you in February. We have the Page of Swords reversed. We have the 10 of Pentacles. Ooh, bitch, I love that shit. We have the, what is this? The 8 of Wands. We have the 8 of Wands. Wait, 5, 6, yeah, 7 of Wands. Or no, 8 of Wands. And then we have the Ace of Cups reversed. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot reversed. This is the overall energy of the month for you, Taurus. Okay, Chariot reversed as the overall energy of February for you. This is telling me how you might be feeling a little bit distracted this month, Taurus, okay? Or it could be that you feel very overwhelmed by some sort of decision that you have to make. And it could be that the opinions of other people, outside opinions, unsolicited advice, unsolicited opinions by other people who may or may not be in support of you are getting in your head and it's overwhelming you. And it feels like it's flooding your mind, and it's like you want to make everyone happy. You want to please everyone. You want to, you know, be able to move forward, but you don't know how. You don't know what choice to make. You just feel so conflicted. And it feels like there's just two polar opposite sort of things are trying to take you this way, but you need to be going straight, you know? And with everyone's unsolicited opinions and advice, I feel like that is veering you further and further away from moving forward. And so this month, Taurus, it is so important for you to remain focused, to remain determined, and to tune out the opinions and the advice of people in your life. Whether or not they have good intentions, it doesn't matter. If they are getting in your head and if they're getting in the way of you thinking for yourself, you need to tune them out, okay? So that you can reach your own decision. You need a moment, it's like you need a moment of silence. When you are able to have that moment of silence and of peace, everything will become a lot more clear. And once you kind of start ignoring them and tuning them out and blurring out everything that just doesn't need to be heard, that is just very irrelevant for you right now, that's when you can maintain the most focus, because that is so incredibly important for you this month, is focus, determination, being assertive, and being very forthright, being very direct as to what you want, okay? It's really important for you to move forward and to not allow yourself to get easily distracted either by other people or by any other stimuli in general. Any sort of like distraction, whether even if it like causes you like it's a temporary sense of release, okay? Any sort of distractions need to be pushed out of the way, however that may apply to you, all right? So we have the Knight of Pentacles, okay? So Taurus, I think that this month is definitely a time for you to be very consistent, to be very diligent in your work. And I think that you have been very diligent in your work lately. I feel that a lot of you have been very determined in your work, and you've been pushing forward. And at times it might have felt very slow. And at times it might have felt a little bit frustrating because maybe you feel that you weren't going fast enough. But I feel that with this Knight of Pentacles, this is really saying how you are going to be rewarded for all of your hard work. And I really feel that this is just further encouragement and confirmation that you need to continue doing what you are doing, to continue working hard, to continue, you know, having a very disciplined work ethic, to really just like put your best foot forward, and to just be patient. And obviously that message becomes a little bit frustrating to hear, especially in times when we are feeling impatient and we are feeling frustrated and we are feeling a little bit of a lack of hope or anything along those lines. But I really do encourage you, and the universe encourages you, to just keep on your path, to not allow yourself to get distracted for too long. Okay, if you can help it, don't get distracted at all. But obviously we're human, so don't allow yourself to get distracted for too long, okay? You know, like, have your good time, you know, have your little moment, but get back to work as soon as you can, because we have work to do, okay? Now is really a time to be, like, continuing on our path, okay? And the reason why I say that you will be rewarded for your hard work, not only because the Knight of Pentacles is always rewarded for their hard work and patience, for, you know, going by the book and following the long way, even though it wasn't the most gratifying in the short term. The reason why I say this is because at the bottom or under the Knight of Pentacles is the Ten of Pentacles, which is success, which is a solid reputation. It's a solid status and like a solid career. You know what I'm saying? It's stability. It is a strong foundation. This is everything that you have been working towards. This is everything that you've been wanting for so long, that you've been so passionate about. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel that as long as you continue with that Knight of Pentacles energy of like, just keep on going, you know, even though of times of feeling really discouraged and frustrated, you know, you will be rewarded for your hard work. I promise you. And I feel that February, you will begin to see the fruition of all of the hard work that you've been putting into. I feel that February is kind of like the beginning stage of really reaping the rewards of all of the work, all of the drive that you've been put into whatever it is that you have been pursuing. And we have strength, which is all about self-discipline, right? And with the Knight of Pentacles right next to it, I feel like it's just so important for you to maintain a strong and healthy self-discipline, especially if you're, for example, a business owner and like, you know, you're starting out your business and everything like that. It's so important for you to remain disciplined in your work, and to be very consistent in that, and to just continue doing whatever it is that you're doing, right? Continue the hustle, continue the work, all of that sort of thing. And I feel like strength is also saying that February, I see you building a lot of inner strength, a lot of inner resilience, a lot of compassion and empathy towards yourself and towards others. I feel like you are gaining a new and different perspective. The garage door is opening. If you can hear that, it's the garage door right under me. So that's what that is. But I feel that with the strength card, this is really saying how you are being really encouraged and pushed to continue to maintain that self-discipline, to continue building that inner strength. And I feel like for some of you, you could literally be building like a physical strength, in which case that's beautiful and that's awesome. And to continue doing what it is that you're doing, because it's just, you're doing great, sweetie. That's really what that is. And I also have this Page of Swords, right? Page of Swords reversed, which is this feeling of it's a few things. It can be this can signify someone who is being fickle, someone who says one thing but they do another, or they say it or they mean another thing, right? It could be that, okay? And that might be something that you are personally struggling with, or maybe this is the energy of someone else. The Page of Swords reverse is also someone who fears that they don't know enough, right? They don't have enough knowledge. They don't have enough wisdom to pursue something. Or they believe that, right? And because of that belief, they stop themselves from taking a certain risk, whatever risk that is. Whether it's the risk of beginning a new project, beginning a new course, or talking to someone new, or taking on a new job, whatever this is, right? They fear not knowing enough, not having enough, not being wise enough, simply not being enough. And so they stop themselves, right? And so they avoid taking that risk. They run away from it, and they underestimate their intellectual capability. So Taurus, I feel that you might find yourself in a position in the month of February where you are questioning how smart you are, or you are questioning your intellectual, mental capabilities. You are questioning if you can really do this, if this is something that you were meant to do. You are questioning whether this is the path for you, whether you know enough, questioning if you will ever get to the point of knowing so much that you can help other people, right? Maybe you're still a beginner at something. And if that's the case, that's okay. You only gain knowledge and experience you only gain knowledge and wisdom through experience, right? So if experience is something that you need, then find it. Go towards it. Go have experiences that allow you to learn more, okay? Do that project. Go on, join that club, okay? Even if you are quote unquote underqualified on paper, what is truly the risk in at least giving yourself a shot and taking that shot, okay? I really feel that you cannot be getting in the way of your own success in February, okay? Because we have so much that we have been working for. Right now is not the time to be like, oh, this is really good for me. Like, am I really good enough for this? I just see this whole thing of like questioning your worth and questioning specifically your intellectual and mental worth, and like how much you can offer to the table intellectually. And it's like, yo, you have been working hard for so long. You have been so patient. You have been so determined and resilient. Why wouldn't you be worth it? Why wouldn't you be able to do this? You have been on this journey for however long, right? You have been at it for so long. You've been patient. You've been consistent. You've been diligent. Even in times of feeling incredibly discouraged and like wanting to give up, right? Even in the face of opposition, you have continued to do whatever it is that you are doing for however long it may have been, whether it's a few months or a few years, right? Like you have been going at it. And for like, if you know that you were like this, like if you know that you've been working hard, and if you know that you have been putting in the effort and the determination, if you have been resilient in the face of opposition because you know that there's something greater for you, why wouldn't you be good enough? Why wouldn't you have anything to offer to the table? You know what I'm saying? Like we get so caught up in our minds, and it's like in the times when we are the closest to our goals is when we really begin to doubt ourselves, because it becomes so much clearer of a reality, and we begin to question whether we are really deserving of it. And I promise you, Taurus, you are deserving of it. You are, I promise you. And with this 8 of Wands, this is saying how you really need to work on continue putting in action, on on moving forward, and building up that momentum, okay? Don't let yourself slow down. Don't let yourself lose the momentum that you've been building up for so long, because like it's there. You got the ball rolling. Don't stop it just because you're questioning yourself, If you need to, journal about it. Journal about your feelings and see yourself reaching a conclusion where it's like, yo, but I'm good. Like I did all of this. Why wouldn't I be good? Like see yourself reach the conclusion where it's like, like I deserve this. Like vent to yourself and then like reread it and see, but okay, wait, that doesn't make sense though, because I've been working so hard. You know what I'm saying? Like work on kind of pushing aside stepping outside of your ego, stepping outside of your own anxiety, stepping outside of your own fear, and like objectively look at all of the work that you have been putting in, right? Look at that and see like the proof is in the pudding, brother. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and then we have this Ace of Cups reverse, which is really interesting. This talks about emotional depletion, and I feel that some of you might find yourselves really depleting yourselves emotionally and like really draining yourselves because of you underestimating yourself, right? I really see that for you, and I really encourage you to be mindful of that, okay? I had my own experience with this where for a few days I was like crying almost every day. I'm a Taurus rising. I was like crying almost every day, just questioning my purpose, questioning if I'm ever going to really reach that point of stability, of happiness, of having a steady footing and being able to provide for myself and for my family and everything like that. And I was really like beating myself down, and I was draining myself. And for what, you know? I was also journaling, and I came to the conclusion like, dude, just because I don't see it now doesn't mean it's not going to be there, doesn't mean it's not there, right? I can't, I might be short-sighted, I'm literally short-sighted, but just because I'm short-sighted doesn't mean it's not there in the distance, you know? And I feel that for a lot of us, that might be something a little bit challenging to believe because we don't see it in front of our face, right? But it's like faith and trust in the universe is such a powerful thing. And when you have secured and solidified your faith and your trust in the universe, it's like you just have a knowing. You just know. And obviously, you know, we fall back into like that human way of like, you know, doubting ourselves and like wanting instant gratification. But it's just, we have to find our way back to our center and find our way back to that inner peace and that inner knowing. Okay, so Ace of Cups reversed, you might be emotionally depleting yourself, draining yourself. I really encourage you to journal your feelings, your thoughts, your emotions, everything, so that you don't end up literally like it's something yourself dry. Squeezing yourself dry? That's not the phrase. Exhausting yourself dry? I don't know the phrase, but anyway, that's what I'm trying to say. Be mindful of just like drying out yourself and like depleting yourself. You know what I'm saying? Be mindful, okay? Because we have a lot of good things here, but we could really get in the way of that if we allow ourselves to. So yeah, it's really good stuff for you. It's really, really good stuff for you, Taurus, okay? It's just a mental thing, and I understand that, okay? I very much understand that, but it's a matter of patience, okay? It's just kind of like a waiting game, you know? We just got to continue doing what we're doing and just know that it'll be there when it's ready, okay? So that is all that I have for you, Taurus. I hope it resonates. I hope it was helpful for you in some way. Let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear your thoughts and your feedback, okay? I love you. Give the video a thumbs up. I think I said that. Share with your friends, family, loved ones, or anyone else who needs to hear this message. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do so at sinfulpluto.com. If you want to find me on social media, you can do so on Twitter and Instagram at Sinfulpluto. Check out my Valentine's Day tarot challenge. That'd be a lot of fun. I would love for everyone to join me. So yeah, is there anything else that I need to say? I don't think so. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification to know when I upload my videos. Yeah. All right, that's it. I'll talk to you later.